Hi everyone, this is Ravi. Welcome to TRICENTIS Tosca SAP Automation tutorial. As you all know, I have already covered 8 lessons on TRICENTIS Tosca SAP Automation concepts. So this is our lesson 9 where I'm going to teach you a very important concept called Automate SAP Tables and Grid Views. So I'm going to teach you the techniques how can we handle SAP tables and grid views. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Thank you. Okay, so automate SAP tables. So I'm going to teach you how can we scan an SAP table with Tosca XScan, and then we can use the table module attributes so that you can drive your table rows and the columns which can be tested. And I'm going to teach you, or you are going to learn and explore the option show content preview in XCAN. For any SAP tables or any grid views, in the XCAN window, you will have an additional option called show content preview, and then you can make some pre-configurations in that particular preview. So I'm going to show you that as well. Okay. And if you want to understand the table attributes, right? If you see on the screen, if whenever I specify a row or a column as $1, that means this is the first row or column of the table or the first cell of your row or column excluding the header. Whereas if you specify it as a #1, right, then this is a row or column in the table including the header. $1 excludes the header, #1 includes the header. Okay, so $n is your nth row or nth column, which includes or which excludes your header. #n is your nth row or column which includes the header. Okay, $last, that means this is your last row or last column or last cell of your row or column. Okay, so now let's jump onto the system and see how can we automate your SAP tables, and then how can we handle SAP tables while automating your test case. I'm going to show you an end-to-end test case automation where it involves your SAP tables as well. Okay, so now let's jump onto the system. Okay, so this is my this is my Tosca latest version. Okay, so in my previous session I've showed you how can we run your end-to-end test case in Scratchbook, right? So now when you ran this end-to-end test case under create standard order overview, enter data in fields, we have only entered the data in these 3 fields: sold to party, shipped to party, PO number. We haven't entered any data or we haven't added any item in this table because SAP Table Handling I want to cover a separate session, right? So in this session I'm going to concentrate on this particular table. So now to enter some values in the while executing our test case, we need to capture this SAP table as an object, correct? For that, let's go to module section. Here, if you go to the module, if you see, this is the module we already captured. All the controls that are required, we already captured in our previous sessions. Okay, I would recommend you guys to visit those sessions. Okay, so now here, if you see, we have only these 3. I want to capture this also. For that, you need to use rescan option. So I have already covered rescanning concept in my previous session. Right click, click on rescan. As soon as you click on rescan, the XCAN will open and then it will redirect you automatically to the screen, corresponding screen. Okay, so it opened your XCAN window, and then it is redirecting you to the same page, right? So once it redirects you to the same page, you need to start capturing your SAP table. Okay, so now let's wait. Yeah, now this is ready. So let's keep this aside. So click on select on screen, and here once you click on select on screen, you can now select the control that you would like to capture. So I already captured these three controls. It is showing you here. Okay, and now if you see here, when I hover on this table, there is a table called all items, right? So this is one table, and these are all the different objects, correct? So select this entire table. As soon as you select your entire table, the all items table will be added. See, it is added. Now select this table, and here for any control that is related to table, right, you will have some additional option. You will get some additional option called show content preview. You can click on this show content preview. This will bring you the table content. Basically it downloads your entire table content. Okay, okay, so the content, table content is showing here. If you see here, use header row. So what I am doing, use header row as 1. That means this is your header row, right? Item, see, material, order quantity, correct? If you see here, item, material, order quantity, right? So all these it is showing, correct? And I'm saying use header row as 1, or I can also select use header column as 1, or I can consider invisible cells also. Okay, so all these options you can change. And if you click on this, see, if I select my first cell, it says, see, it says 1 on 1. This is header and then 2, right? Header 3. So basically see, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 1. That means first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. So that way it shows. Okay, so you can analyze everything by using preview. Okay, now let's save this. As soon as you save and close it, your existing module will update with new table here. Okay, I want to just bring this PO number to top. Okay, oh sorry, let's bring it here. Okay, let me just bring it here. Okay, so now the objects are, the controls are in order, right? Now done. So if you go back to your test case now, and then if you see here, your test case is automatically updated with your new table control, all items. Apart from these three, it automatically displaying your all items also. So now let's handle this table. How to handle this table, let me tell you. So for any, as I told you in my previous slide, if you want to select your first row of your table, you can mention it as $1. I removed row and then I'm specifying a $1, and then you need to select action mode for your table as select. Basically, if it is a table, automatically Tosca will change your action mode to select. If it is a table, it automatically changed. I haven't done anything actually. But however, if it is not changing, then you need to select your action mode as select. And then now, if you see here, see, if you expand cell, it shows you your item, material, order quantity, right? All these are related to your table columns: item, material, order quantity, unit. Okay, we have to enter all these 4 values, right? So now let's select cell first, item, enter here, and select your next cell, material, click here, and next cell is my order quantity, and then my next cell is unit price, right? Unit. And here the action mode. So as I told you, as soon as for any table SAP selects action mode as select. That means I have selected this table, this entire table, to perform some activities for the cells. So now for item, for first cell, I want to input. I don't want to verify. I want to input, right? That's why you have to change your action mode as input for all the cells that I want to enter some values. Okay, input, and here item. First let's enter. My item is 2, and then material is M-08, and my order quantity is 5, and unit is ST. Okay, so that means I have entered the values and saved this test case. Now when I run this test case again, right? Oh, actually before you run, actually we want to copy this entire test case because I don't want to disturb my previous test cases, right? And then paste it here, paste this test case, and rename this test case as my 09, and name this as handle SAP tables. Okay, so I want to, now if you see here, we already added the SAP table, correct? If you see, we are actually this time entering some value in SAP table also, correct? Now let's run this. Right click, and before you run, close my SAP session. Okay, close it, log off, and close this as well. Okay, and now let me correct my password. Earlier I changed this password. Okay, so now let's run this test case. Now run. This time under SAP order overview, it should also enter some values. So now it is opening SAP GUI, connection, establish the connection, enter your username and password. Now it opens your order, done. So here, see here, it should enter some values in the table. Item has 2, yes, done, done, done. So perfect. So it entered all the values in my SAP table also. And then it goes for the sales and then enters a date. That's it. So that's it. So saved, perfect, exit, done. So if you see here, now all of my test results are passed. See, all the test results are passed. So that means, hope you all understand how to handle your SAP tables by using Tosca, right? You need to remember this. So one more thing is, see, let's say if you want to use hash, right? You need to use #2. That means including your header, #2 is your first row. After header, this one $1 is excluding your header, $1 is your first row. Okay, hope you all understand the concepts. If you have any queries, leave your comments in the comment box. I'll try to respond to your queries. Thank you.